Sometimes it's a point of view that stretches us. Sometimes it's a escape. Sometimes it's a new way of thinking about something. How many times has art allowed us to get to a different place on how we see the differences among us? I don't think a history book does that. What if we didn't have any art altogether? Well, I would suggest we would have no soul. I would suggest that when we are all gone, what is left is art. I would suggest that when we go and visit countries and different locations in different cities, what you're visiting is the footprint left behind through the voice of those artists at that time that give you a sense of whatever happened, and then maybe sometimes push us to look into the future. Let's not talk about patrons of the arts. Let's talk about what is it to be a working artist in Austin, Texas, or in America today. I love that we're a foodie center now. I love that fashion is a burgeoning part. I love what's happening in film. I'm disappointed in our music and what's happening with the non-equitable distribution between the bars and the venues to the musician itself. And I'm a little bit ashamed of the live music capital name going on an industry that doesn't pay its artists. So I don't love that. I think we need to stop calling ourselves that, or we need to fix that. But that I think right now is quite a public shame for us. But we do have so much that is going and growing. I think of artists and creatives as an endangered species in our ecosystem. A teacher in Austin, Texas can probably not afford to buy a home in Austin, Texas in our tax base, has to move out of our tax base. You can imagine with our working artists and having to cobble together project by project the job that they do, a need for work, live, and rehearsal space and exhibition space is every last working creative that you can talk to, that's what they're needing most, because it's the greatest part of your income that goes to these things. Artists and creatives are some of the best people to have in your infill situation. They're really favorable in terms of neighbors and very creative and low impact on a neighborhood. I think I'm most interested in the unadulterated voice of an artist that has something to say to his audience, and an audience that's willing to hear it even if they do not agree. So I guess I would really ask artists to dig deeply and tell us what they're thinking. We may not like it, we may not agree. I would like audiences that were more curious. I would like audiences that would be willing to buy something that they did not understand or did not know. I'm hoping that Austin continues to value in greater numbers new thoughts. A thought that they maybe haven't had, or perspective. Maybe I've never thought about that.